Hi everybody, welcome back to Level Up, Load and Fight Feelings Face Facts with yours truly, Shay. Hey guys, I'm still here. Please forgive me. I have been missing in action. Your girl has been going through a lot. Every time you see this room, it's probably going to have less and less stuff in it. I've been going through selling stuff on Facebook Market. I told y'all declutter, get your space, in a better shape so that you don't have to be bogged down by stuff. But yeah, if you can't tell, I am actually pretty exhausted, but I wanted to get on here real quick. So just to chat with you guys, let you guys know I'm still alive. I'm still ticking and kicking. I'm definitely been getting pulled in many different directions, but I'm still here. So one of the reasons why I wanted to come on, I wanted to really speak up and speak out about some of my older episodes. I have been going back and reviewing some of them. I know that I've changed quite a bit since I started this podcast. I've changed in my convictions. I've changed in my worldliness. I've changed in my timidity. I'm definitely a lot more bold. Definitely a lot less people pleasing. So there are some things that I have put out in previous episodes where you might see things that completely contradict who and what I represent today. And so I just wanted to take a quick hot second, literally, this is not even a whole full episode, to just kind of speak about those earlier podcast episodes where you might have seen me with an evil eye necklace, or you might have heard me speaking about not my personal beliefs, but giving credence and reverence to others' beliefs that don't align with mine. Now, I know some people might think that is not a big deal. You're just being inclusive, and that's what the world puts on us and pushes on us. And I don't think it's anything wrong when it comes to being inclusive in other ways. But when it comes to beliefs and who we worship and who gets the reverence in our lives, I don't feel like that's something that we can really be lenient on. We can't really be, what's the word? We can't compromise when it comes to that. So I can still love you. I can still tolerate you. I can still value you, even respect you. I'm going to do all those things because I'm called to do those things, and plus, why not? But that does not mean that I have to give credence to your belief system if it does not align with mine. And so, in some of those earlier videos, like I said, I'm talking about spirit guides, and not for me, but I was acknowledging other people's ancestral beliefs and their goddess worship and their necromancy and things like that. Just trying to be inclusive, and a part of that all stemmed from, for one, me just starting off, me not even really being fully, completely in my walk with God yet. Yes, I was on my level of journey in the worldly way, in the making changes, healing in some areas, realizing I had trauma, having therapeutic moments, things like that. Yes, I was on my level of journey, but my real level of journey really started once I began to embrace and completely walk with Christ and start to adhere to his ways, start to live by his principles and his commandments. And so some of that stuff in my previous seasons, previous episodes do not align with who I am now, and I'm okay with that. At one point I was on the fence about if I was going to just remove those videos, because I mean, I don't want to be a stumbling block for anyone. I don't ever want someone to say, well, Shay was talking about this, so it's okay, because that Shay is gone. You know, that Shay is no longer. And so the likelihood of me being eventually one day a stumbling block for someone is there, but I also understand the importance of showing growth. You know, I understand how you have to see that you don't just pick up one day and have it all figured out. You know, I was still very much into astrology. You'll hear me mention about my personal convictions, not convictions, no, because that's the Holy Spirit. You'll hear me talk about like my personal viewpoints on different zodiac astrological signs. You'll hear me mention the universe, things like that no longer are something that I adhere to, subscribe to, believe in. I am completely enthralled in the Creator. So the creation has no hierarchy here. The creation is beautiful, but I am in love with the Creator, and so I don't go around worshiping my ancestors or the universe or, you know, crystals or tarot and the stars. All of that is beautiful things that God created, but ultimately I go to my guidance. I go for my guidance. I go to God for my guidance. I rely on the Holy Spirit for those things, and that is who gets the reverence and the acknowledgement from me. Now, to each their own. We all have free will. That's one of the blessings of being a creation. We do have a choice in what we choose to believe, partake in, such and so forth. But for me personally, I just wanted to make this I want to make this quick disclaimer, just letting you guys know that if you ever see something in my older episodes that does not align, please understand that I was just slowly crawling out of the new age, spirituality, social media induced sheep like stage of my life, and that had its place because now I can look back and see just how deceived I was. I can look back at that and see just how tricky and sneaky that the enemy is, and how he slowly begins to weave these things into, you know, society and make it normalize and desensitize us to things. I was watching a commercial. I was actually watching YouTube, and they have an ad on here. It's a vitamin ad, and they're like, embrace your inner goddess. And I'm like, this is a vitamin commercial. Like, why do we need to talk about goddesses and like just sell your little sugar-filled, barely any vitamins gummy? I'm sorry, that's rude. That's my opinion, allegedly. That's my opinion, allegedly. But just sell your gummy and keep it moving. Like, why do you have to talk about goddesses? And why do I have to be a goddess in order to do this? Like, the stuff be so subtle. So subtle. It'd be so subtle, y'all. Like, honestly, they put this little small stuff in. And as a Christian, you don't worship goddesses. You're not a goddess, okay? You're not a deity. So if you are a Christian and you're referring to yourself as a goddess or even a diva, which, if I'm not mistaken, does have origins to the meaning of a goddess, just make sure that you're really understanding what you're coming into agreement with there, because it's idolatry. It's a slap into the face of God, and it's not okay. So I've already repented, renounced, denounced all of those things that you may see in previous episodes, and there is still plenty of good jewels dropped there, plenty of good information, advice. I don't negate any of the things I said. I just negate the way that I expressed them, just trying to be too inclusive, trying to appeal to too many audiences, which really just takes away your authenticity. When you're trying to cater to everyone and be liked by everybody, it takes away from your authenticity. And that's exactly what happened in those episodes, because I was trying to and bring everybody when this was really supposed to be more about, believers and people who know and have a relationship with God. Now, not to say that you can't get something from the situation. Not saying that you can't get something from the podcast if you aren't a believer. You absolutely still can. However, ultimately, I have to know my audience, and my audience is going to be people who understand that God and universe is not interchangeable, that dead people do not give us guidance, that a rock is not my protection, things like that. And that you don't need to know everything. Like, everyone's trying to walk around being Christ conscious and all this. Like, you're Christ conscious, but you can't even stop fapping. You're addicted to adult entertainment. You Christ conscious, but you don't even see your kids on a regular basis. Okay? Will Christ do that? I don't know. You're Christ conscious, but you still in there doing PPP loans and Cash App glitch. But okay. Like, everybody wants to know the things of that's weird. You seen that in the background? Everybody wants to know the things of God, but they're not qualified for the information. They don't even know what to do with it once they're given the information. It's just like giving a baby a checkbook. Like, it's like giving a baby a checkbook for them to balance it. Like, what are they gonna do? But neither here nor there, guys. I just wanted to take a quick second just to let you guys know that if you ever stumble upon those things, please understand I knew not what I did. And yeah, don't let me be a bad example for you. Always go to God about anything, any person, anyone you're listening to, including me. And with that said, I don't know what's going on with this phone back here, but anyway, that being said, you guys have a good one. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye. I'm tired, y'all. If y'all can't tell, I'm so sorry that my energy is off. I am exhausted. But anyway, okay, bye for real.